fans, the champ is here. Apparently, I'm still doing the intro, even though Christian is starting to take the lead majorly, well, about to, in our rival picks. But why this channel was created, Rival Talk, or why this particular podcast was created, Rival Talk, the 49ers have won the NFC West, and I guess that's why I get to keep doing the intro. Christian, what do you think about the 49ers being NFC West champions 2022?
Well, I'm not shocked. I tried telling you it wasn't even going to be a game, and it really wasn't a game. So
It was a game. It was a game.
I tried telling you, too, that without Russell Wilson, the Niners own Pete Carroll and the Seahawks. So first time you've swept us since 2011. So
that's actually crazy. I mean, it makes sense, but it's still crazy even though it makes sense, it's still crazy that it's been that long, I guess. And most of the times you just sweep us. So it's not even, I doubt it hasn't even been 1-1 that many times in that amount of time.
No, I think just, 2018 and 2019 is when it won, right? Because 2019 was 1-1. So
Yep, yeah, because we were 8-0 and you beat us to send us to 8-1, and then we beat you in the last week of the season. So 1-1 there. Yep.
But no surprise. So I mean, I guess I'm surprised it was as close as it was there and had a chance. But.
I am not surprised at all. I told you it would be close, and really you did have a chance to tie it.
Okay, but honestly, it really wasn't that close.
Oh God, yeah, okay.
But we'll dive into that, I'm sure, on our own separate perspectives here. But yes, hello. Marcus is still running the channel as he's still ahead. Granted, while I did have a good week, actually a perfect week, it's still not enough because I'm still behind by too much. So the season's winding down here, so it doesn't really matter. Congratulations.
Right.
But
it's 46-39, so it's getting really close. And the last 2 weeks, you've tried to take a point from me each time, but I've called you out on it. So not only are you gaining in points, you're trying to catch me sleeping and take away points from my
That just shows how much I care right now because I'm paying so much attention to the scoreboard that I'm just missing things. So it's week 16. It's Christmas week, so Merry Christmas to all you out there who celebrate. Happy holidays. Kind of a crazy week. Real quick to recap from last week. Some things happened last week. It was an interesting week. How about a 33-point comeback? Get fired up, folks! Right, Tom?
Yeah, Tom. Although he wants to lose because he wants to tank for a draft pick, but still, that was some epic kind of collapse right there. Yeah. I've never seen anything like it.
Matt Ryan now has been on the losing end of the biggest collapse in Super Bowl history and the biggest collapse in NFL regular season history. So
Wow. Thought and prayer, and now Nick Foles is starting over him this week.
Yeah, well, I mean, that might be. I mean, it's Frank Reich and Nick Foles worked pretty well together, so it might actually go against what Tom wants, and it might actually win a game or two here down the stretch. So,
well, but Frank Reich is fired, so that doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, wow, man.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You think Foles is probably an upgrade?
I mean,
right now.
I'm sure they wish they probably had Frank Reich still, but
Yeah. We're talking about the Colts way too much. Let's move on.
Anyways, go along with those crazy finishes. We had the Jaguars so that upset pick hit for me. That crazy finish against the Cowboys. Another comeback there as well for them. That pick six end the game, and Trevor Lawrence continuing to look like the generational talent he was advertised as coming out of the draft. And then the Raiders and Patriots.
Yeah.
Wow. That's I gotta say, the Patriots have been on the losing end of some insane finishes the last few years because there was that one with Miami a few years back. Remember with the lateral and Rob Gronkowski on the field? Yeah,
I do. I had totally forgotten about that.
Yeah, so I mean, I really don't know. I mean, I don't, like I was saying in our chat, the only logical explanation I feel like is Jacoby Myers had the Raiders defense on his fantasy team, so Yeah,
you thought they were behind. I have no idea what that was. Oh God, it was terrible. That was almost worse than a 33-point collapse. I don't know.
That was a true J.R. Smith moment there, I'd say for sure.
Yeah, for sure. LeBron was not happy.
I mean, just think about some people won and lost their fantasy matchups on that because the fumble 1 or 2 points and the return for touchdown 6 points right there. So people won and lost their fantasy matchups on that, whatever that was. That play.
Crazy.
So, yeah, but just looking ahead, got a few weeks left of the season. Still quite a few teams in the playoff chase here. Quite a few surprises as well. I do want to mention the Jaguars in it. They were a dark horse to me too. I wasn't saying playoffs, but I remember I did say 6-7 wins, and it looked like they should get that. So,
I mean, they should win the division at this point because Tannehill is out for the season.
That's true. They could win the division. Could we have two division winners with losing records? That'd be
I
something.
honestly think that might happen because the Titans are now 7-7, and they're losing their starting quarterback, and Malik Willis is not ready. And the Jaguars are 6-8, and they play each other in the last week of the season, week 18. So, I mean, that might be for 8-9 and for the division right there.
Wow. So that would be something. Two losing division winners. That would be something. Though I do still think the Bucs can pull out a winning record, but we'll see.
Yeah, they could.
They have to win out for that to happen. So.
Ooh.
So we'll just jump into the talk. So, again, congratulations on your division title. So, your Niners. Hey, you got your two teams facing each other this week. So
let's not get crazy here. But, we'll talk a little bit about the old Seahawks-Niners game quick. I guess for one, I'll say I'm still impressed with Brock Purdy playing through an injury. I know he didn't. This is probably the worst game he's played out of the three so far, but he still had a pretty decent game. There was a dropped interception by, I believe, Diggs right in his hands.
That would have changed a lot.
But, I mean, Purdy's definitely going to start throwing interceptions at some point because the guy takes chances more than Garoppolo, more than Trey Lance did, in his limited time. He's got a little bit of a gunslinger mentality to him, which is a little odd because his arm strength isn't really that good.
Yeah. Real quick, sorry, I will say, too, it looked like he doesn't do well under pressure either.
I don't know. The first two games he really did, which was weird, and then last game he didn't. I'm going to attribute it a little bit more to the oblique injury and him not practicing at all during the week. And for the most part, even Shanahan said he didn't know if he was going to be starting in that game in pregame warmups, and he took 0 snaps and in practice that whole week. And for a rookie who hasn't played much, that's kind of a big deal, I would say. So, because honestly, in the Miami game and the Tampa Bay game, he was just nails under pressure. He was getting hammered and making strikes to George Kittle over the middle numerous times that I remember. So, I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm gonna chalk it up a little bit to the injury. But still, I mean, he's going to get adjusted to with NFL defenses, and then the real key will be how does he look after that? Can he adjust back? Is he capable, or will this train ride that we're on end in a crashing halt? So I don't know yet. I'm just going to enjoy it as much as I can. But overall, I would say the 49ers played pretty decent against the Seahawks. I don't care that it's or how close of a game it is, even though you thought it would be a blowout. It's against the Seahawks. We always play close, it seems like, unless you blow us out, of course. So I was expecting a close game, and that's what I got. And overall, the defense played really well. The running game looked pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't as good as maybe I had hoped it would be, but I think you had one of your big boys back on the line, so that probably helped you a little bit. Linebackers played awesome. Secondary played awesome. Offensive line played okay. Somehow our center is a Pro Bowl alternate. I don't really know how. Jake Brendel. I don't think he's been all that good this year, but apparently I don't know what I'm watching, perhaps, because he is a Pro Bowl alternate. I will say this, though. The offensive line I thought would be terrible to start the year with 3 new starters, and it has been well above average. So I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, overall, I don't have much to say other than I'm just glad to get a win. And so far, things are rolling along. And Deebo Samuel should be back, not this week, but the week after. And Javon Kinlaw should be back this week. So we're adding some strength to our defensive tackle position. So, yeah. And now we're playing my quote-unquote second team, which they're not, the Commanders this week. And I don't want to.
They're getting Chase Young back. Just announced that Chase Young is playing.
Is he? Okay, well, that's fine. Whatever. It is what it is. We'll have Trent Williams matched up on him. And I assume he will hold them down as Trent Williams always does to opposing defensive ends. So that will help them. There's no doubt, because that'll take some pressure off the other guys. I guess if the 49ers defense plays like it is capable and has been playing, I don't know how the Commanders are going to score a bunch of points, I guess, with their offense. But they also have a good defense, and they could easily shut down Brock Purdy if he has a fall-to-earth game. So, I mean, in my opinion, it's not going to be any kind of blowout type of game for the 49ers. It's going to be a close, hard-fought game. We played them in 2019, and we won 9-0 in a giant rainstorm.
I remember that, yeah.
I could kind of see this being a pretty ugly game like that, like a 14-10 or, I don't know, 13-7 type game. Hopefully the 49ers come out on top. I guess my keys would be Brock Purdy needs to not turn the ball over, but keep playing like he's been playing, which is with a lot of confidence. He's overly confident for a guy that's a 7-round rookie, and that's kind of what you need sometimes in your quarterback. And, God, I don't know what it is, but Shanahan play calls for him. It's either Shanahan's play calling is more confident in Brock Purdy than it was with Jimmy, or it's the same play calls. It's just Jimmy Garoppolo never took the shots that Purdy is taking, because things just look way different. It's kind of crazy how I believe Brock Purdy has had 3 touchdowns of 20 yards or more in the air, that is, in his 3 games, and Garoppolo has had 2 in the last 2 years. So that just shows you how he's pushing it down the field when Garoppolo really didn't. But I also want Purdy to not turn the ball over and still be himself. I just want him to take what the defense gives you when it's there. And that's what Shanahan's excellent at, is scheming guys open. He's possibly the best. Actually, I'm just going to say he is the best in the NFL at scheming guys open. And we just got to take what we can get when there's nothing else to go for. So Purdy needs to be himself, not turn the ball over, but still play smart. I want my second key to be, this is more on Shanahan, I want to give more carries to our backup running back, Jordan Mason, because the guy is an absolute bulldozer. He's a stud. I truly feel just as confident with him in the game as in Elijah Mitchell, who's still injured but should be back for Game 1 of the playoffs. Jordan Mason is an absolute steal. We got him as an undrafted free agent, and yeah, we need to get him more carries. Christian McCaffrey doesn't need to be getting 30 touches a game right now.
Especially when they're managing his knee right now, too.
Yeah, it's been like that the last 4 weeks, and he still looked like nothing's wrong when he actually gets to game time. And I'm hoping this extra couple days will help out with that. But yes, I mean, I would love to see 10 to 15 touches from McCaffrey in this game, and the exact same amount for Jordan Mason. Going forward, I would like a 50-50 split, if not more, for Mason going into the playoffs, because you got to keep that guy. At least we're not going to take our foot off the gas. I already know that. We're not going to rest players. It's just, I don't know if that's such a good idea anyways. You can kind of lose your momentum, but we do need to be smart about it and start getting guys more rest when we're able. So
a lot of fantasy managers out there would disagree with you.
Who would?
A lot of fantasy football managers out there would disagree with you.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. That's fine. I'm already out of the playoffs, so I don't care. So yeah, so my second key would be more on Shanahan, getting Jordan Mason, our backup running back, more carries. And third key, just play our game. If we just go out there and execute, we should win this game. That's all there is to it. We're a far more talented team than Washington. Our defense should be able to shut down Taylor Heineke. He's a winner, but he's also unspectacular. I think you would agree with me on that. But he is a winner, and he finds ways to win. So if you screw up and mis-execute, then he can beat you in the end. He just can. So my third key would just be to just play our game and execute. And I'm going to throw a 3B as stay healthy. I know I don't know how you're going to do that, but please, for the love of God, stay healthy.
Are you at Washington or at home?
At home.
Okay, so good. You don't have to go to left field then. So.
Yep. Yeah. Thank God. I'm not into going to New York Jets or Washington right now. That's for sure. So
this time
we don't have to.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, yeah, I actually will be hoping you guys win this game. We need the Commanders to lose
It's true. You do.
since they lost to the Giants. We need them to lose then. So,
Hmm.
though I still think the Giants might fall off a bit here, but we'll see.
Yeah, they could. Although last week I think that win against Commanders kind of it made me. I wasn't impressed or anything because it's still the Commanders and they're not all that great. But I was kind of expecting them to lose that game. The Giants. That
yeah,
is.
they
So,
did. They got back to what they needed to get back to, which was running
correct.
through Barkley.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
which I would love if they did that the next couple weeks as well. So,
I'll bet you would.
all right. Well, I mean, there were some good things in this game. I mean, the defense did show a lot of improvements. I am shocked that the Niners really kind of didn't have. I mean, they had some success running the ball still, but really your scores came off busted coverages and busted plays and whatnot. Those 2 Kittle touchdowns, that was
Correct.
leaving wide open. So outside of that, the defense really did show a lot of improvement, especially on a short week after getting just shredded by the Panthers on the ground. Because did he get 100 yards or was he under 100 yards?
He did. He ended up getting, I believe, like 105, and I think he had like 150 total yards as well. So
But I mean, that's pretty good for this defense holding into that. So
and it was a quiet 100 yards as well. It's not like he ever busted a big play or anything. No. He just was. It was pretty consistent. But like the biggest run was by Jordan Mason right at the end of the game to seal it. And God, if he would have got that touchdown, that would have been nice because I had to start him in my other league. I would have lost anyway, but still.
I just don't get how you're stacking up the box. You know they're going to run it in that situation. You still let a guy just bust right through the middle.
Yeah,
don't understand it, but it is what it is.
That's Jordan Mason for you, man. He's a stud.
That's the Seahawks deep run defense for you.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, I mean, other than a few of those things, they did show a lot of improvement, especially that second half after that opening drive and second half the touchdown. They really locked it down. The defense it gave the Hawks a chance, the offense to get back in it and make an attempt at a comeback, which it did. I do want to say, because there's a lot that's going around right now, and I don't think it's really fair to him. Geno, a lot of people are saying like Geno's been exposed and he's fallen off and all that. He's been just sure, he's not putting up the numbers he's putting up at the beginning of the season, but I mean a lot of that was probably not capable of holding up to what he was doing. He's still over 70% completion. He's still granted he is he even admitted himself he's getting a little bit more reckless, a little more aggressive than he needs to be, but he is reeling it back a little bit because he does recognize that. But even still, he's just fine. And this was the best defense in the league just went up against. And that one touchdown drive he did lead. I mean, that was a pretty impressive drive against that defense. He was
for sure
very accurate.
Oh my God! And Bosa was in his face constantly in that game, especially in the second half. That's what I've noticed about Bosa. He doesn't really do much in the first half, weirdly enough. But once he wears down or learns the technique of the tackle he's going against, he's he's been unstoppable in the second half of games this year. It's just nuts. Yeah,
so I don't think it's fair to say that Geno's been exposed and that he's fallen off.
No.
If you're watching Seahawks games, we're not losing because of him. We're losing because of the defense. If we had even an average defense, we're probably 11-3 right now. We had even an average defense.
Probably agree with you. That 6-game stretch or whatever where your defense just went.
Yeah, you saw how good we were. We beat pretty damn good teams. I mean, the Chargers in that stretch, the Giants when they were still really good. He's going to be just fine, and he has a good matchup this week too with the Chiefs. Although it's not a good matchup of the team, but I think he can go toe to toe with Patrick out there. So
yeah.
But yeah, I just would like to see us build off those defensive improvements, even though, we're going against the best offensive team in football this week, so I don't know what we're really going to see there. But yeah, don't really have much outside of that. I guess looking ahead to this game, my keys, in order here, 1, 2, 3 would be to pray and to hope for a Christmas miracle. Those are my 3 keys. Pray, hope, and Christmas miracle.
Okay.
Because
that's about what I had to do when the 49ers played the Chiefs, and we played good for 2 quarters, and then we just couldn't hang, and it sucked.
Yeah, and you can say the Chiefs were a little bit exposed last week against Houston, but they still won the game, and I'm sure they're going to have a lot to clean up and have a lot to show that they're not falling off or whatnot. So
they're going for a 1 seed with Buffalo, so they got a lot to play for.
Yeah, and suddenly Jerick McKinnon is an amazing running back. So
Yeah, what the heck? He's now apparently pre-ACL Vikings Jerick McKinnon. So awesome.
yeah. That's really all I have. There's not a chance. There's not a chance for the Seahawks this week.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how that goes.
Really? Come on. You saw the Chiefs firsthand. If the Chiefs put up 44 on your defense, what are they going to do to the Seahawks?
Yeah, I just know whenever you say this type of thing, it's close.
Oh
so
my
it's
God.
going to be a close game. It is. Well, that's not even a joke.
As I said, pray, hope, and Christmas miracle. Those are the three keys this week.
Yeah.
So,
and coming up very soon, there's another reason why it's probably going to be close, or you might win, and you'll see shortly.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Well, before we get to our picks, Pooch picks update. So, unfortunately, Jack suffered his first loss. He was the only dog who picked the Seahawks. It is what it is. We'll just chalk it up to a rookie mistake.
What a homer.
Yeah, honestly. But so Drake, Dog, and Henry all got wins, so Henry's still alive.
He's got to win out, right? Is
yep.
Correct?
So we got Jack at 1-1. Hey, you're going to like Henry's record. Henry is at 6-9. So
ooh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, very nice.
Nice.
Dog and Drake then are tied at the top at 10-5. So everyone, so again, Jack is the odd pooch out here this week. Drake, Dog, Henry picking the Eagles, and Jack picking the Cowboys.
All right.
Jack, though, with Hurts out, though, Jack might have this one, so we'll see.
We'll see.
So now we'll get to our picks. I didn't update at the beginning, but you got 3 points last week. I got 6. Finally, I think that's my first perfect week all year, finally.
Yeah.
It's 46-39 now. I guess I'm doing what the Seahawks like to do sometimes, which is when it's already over, just try to make a comeback to keep it at least close, but it's not going to work out in the end. So I guess that's what I'm doing. But hey, it is what it is. We got our Week 18 extravaganza coming up in a couple weeks here, so we'll see.
We sure do.
But yeah, so we'll start off with a lock, and so Marcus, you want to tell us your lock?
Yeah, well, my lock is going to be Chiefs over Seattle by 5, which means that you guys are going to win, or it's going to be super extremely close.
That does bode well for us, I will say.
Yeah. It does, see? Congratulations.
Oh, no, not even. You say Chiefs by 5, you should add about 30 to that. So
I don't think so. Yep.
All right, my lock, as I've said, I'm pulling your way here with the, as you do with the Commanders. I'm picking this team pretty much every week. Bills over Bears by 8 is my lock.
All
right, upset. You got a bit of a spicy one this week, I feel like.
Yeah, a little bit, but I think I'm going Texans over Titans by 1, and it definitely is an upset, but, the Titans have a way better team overall, but I'm not liking Malik Willis right now. I think he's got some major potential, but if he's going to start, I don't think they're going to score very much. So
now, you do know that Derrick Henry averages like 300 yards against the Texans every time he plays.
Derrick is definitely going to have a huge game. So hopefully the rotating quarterback show in Texans or in Houston can at least keep it within 10.
Yeah, well, you would want it within at least 7, right?
Why you say that?
Well, because that's the how you get 1 point at least.
I thought it was 10. I thought it had to be single digits.
No, it's within 7, within a touchdown.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. That's what I meant, 7.
All right. My upset, I got the Panthers over the upstart Lions this week by 2.
That's pretty spicy as well.
Yeah, probably, but I think the Panthers got another win in them, so they'll keep things interesting in that uninteresting NFC South.
All
right, your random game. Eagles at Cowboys.
Oh, good. So that's what we're both picking for each other
right.
here. Okay. I figured. Because this one's kind of tough, honestly.
It really
I like
is.
Gardner Minshew. So
Minshew did do pretty well against the Cowboys last year, but the Cowboys defense is a lot better than it was last year. So.
Well, but the Cowboys defense has been playing like crap lately.
True. And now Gardner Minshew didn't have A.J. Brown last year when he played, so now he does.
That is true. I'm honestly, this means that they're going to lose, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the Eagles by 1.
I really should pick the opposite of you then.
That's a 2-pointer, right?
Yep, 2 points. Yeah, that's right. For it's the Christmas season, holiday season, so we're in the giving mood. So this week the random game is +2 or -0. So.
Jeez.
Oh man, that's I could use that swing. I really don't want to root for the Cowboys though. The Cowboys' run defense hasn't been that good, so without Jalen Hurts, they were probably going to lean heavily on Sanders.
Yeah.
Man. I'm just going to, just for the sake of me trying to come back on you, I'm just going to say Cowboys by 1, even though we can flip a coin on this.
No, let's not do that.
All right, yeah, so I'll go Cowboys by 1 just for the sake of trying to come back on you. So,
all right, congrats on your victory.
Yeah, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
All right, playoff one, which yours was a little interesting here.
Yeah, I don't know. It was tough. I didn't really even know what game to pick, and I didn't want to pick the same one as you because since he had. Oh, sorry. I don't even want to. I won't steal your thunder, but I'll go Jags over Jets. That's 2 playoff teams, and I think the Jags are playing well, and why not?
Yeah,
Jaguars.
That's tonight's game.
Yeah, by 1.
All right, my playoff game, I am going with the Bengals over the Patriots by 3. Patriots, reeling off that unspeakable loss, and the Bengals are looking like we're honestly the best team in the AFC right now. So,
yep.
Yeah. All right, and it's Christmas week. We got 3 awesome Christmas Day games, just bangers of games. Just they're going to have us on the edges of our seats all day long with those 3 games they got. So, let's start off with the first game on the docket, which is Packers at Dolphins. So.
Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty close, and I think it's kind of a toss-up. Dolphins not playing all that well lately. Green Bay fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, Green Bay's come back up a little bit here recently.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think the Dolphins will win this game just by overall talent, and also Mike McDaniel is kind of from the Kyle Shanahan tree, and we've kind of owned the Packers lately, so maybe he owns the Packers too. So I'm going to go Dolphins by 2.
All right, and then I'm going Dolphins by 5 on that one.
Okay.
All right, second Christmas game. I don't know if Aaron Donald is playing this week, but if he is, he gets to torment his old buddy Russell, because I think Russell is back out of concussion protocol this week. So, Broncos and Rams.
Oh, good. What a game. I'm stupidly going Broncos over Rams by 1. I don't know. I don't know what to do with this
the
game.
Rams own Russell Wilson in his career.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's just this is such a pillow fight of losers that I didn't know who to pick. So the Rams they got no talent right now other than if Aaron Donald comes back. There's just nobody else on that. Maybe Bobby Wagner, I guess. I just can't point to anybody else that. Oh, Jalen Ramsey. Okay, fine. They got some guys, but still, I'm going Broncos by 1.
All right, and this could be a good swing. These games are all +1 or -0, though. Just put that out there, but still could be a good swing because I'm taking the Rams by 3. I think we'll get some. Okay. I think we'll get a little Baker Christmas magic.
Okay.
All right, and then the third and final Christmas game, just another awesome game that's going to be just such a game to watch and to not even pay attention to your families, just watch this football game. Buccaneers-Cardinals.
Yeah, what a game. If the Buccaneers were playing even close to good, this would be the biggest blowout ever, but they're not. But I still think they probably win. It's going to be one of those games where it's a super boring game, but they're kind of ahead and in, quote, control the entire time. Buccaneers by 4.
And I got Buccaneers by 10.
All right.
I will say some of these matchups I can see why at the beginning of the season they looked good. I mean, Dolphins and Packers, I guess that's decent still because they're both fighting for playoff life.
Yep.
And then obviously Broncos Rams at the beginning of the season we thought Broncos were going to be this powerhouse, and you didn't know the Rams were going to totally fall to the face of the earth like this. So that did look like a good matchup at the time.
These were all pretty good
matchups. Yeah, the Buccaneers Cardinals one I'm not so I don't that one.
I mean, we both kind of called the Cardinals saying at the beginning of the year, so that
But I mean, didn't expect I expected the Broncos to suck, but schedule makers didn't expect the Broncos to suck as they have neither with the Rams. So
that is correct. Yes.
But it is what it is. All right.
Yeah.
Home team. So, by home team, I guess you have 2 of your home teams to pick between. So, which home team are you going with this week?
I do not have 2. Are you operating a skid loader over there? I can't tell what that beeping noise is.
Oh, yeah, something's going on up. Yeah, the garbage bin. Something out there.
Okay, well, I'm going 49ers by 1 over the Washington Commanders. I do not have a second team, no matter what you want to say, and I'm pretty sure I'm done picking the Commanders the rest of the year because I used them until they were dried up last week and they lost me a point, so now I'm done with them.
Wow, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Just going to ghost them now?
If the Bills lose to the Bears, you're going to do the same thing. Trust me.
I don't know. The Bills are my second team, so. You know.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so hey, this is perfect time though. Garbage being taken care of out there, and just like the Chiefs are going to take care of the garbage this Saturday. Chiefs by 20.
All right, 20. So. Jeez.
I guess I'll do a quick update for the playoff picture thing that I've been doing with the playoff machine, how it's turned out. Granted, as much as I'm talking about the Seahawks right now, I do still think that they even if they lose this week, because the last two games I feel like are winnable for them, and if things fall their way, they can sneak into the playoffs, and I do still think that will happen. But yeah, you can see back here, got the current playoff picture up here, and then on the playoff machine, what I see now, got the Eagles at the 1 seed. That's going to be locked in pretty much. Eagles at the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Got the Niners taking the 2 seed, the Vikings at the 3 seed, and Buccaneers at the 4 seed. Then I've got the Cowboys at the 5 seed, the Commanders at the Giants at the 6 seed, and then 7 seed Seattle Seahawks, which would mean round 3.
Like I wouldn't mind snaking that 3 seed and just getting one home game and hoping. But either way, you could beat the Vikings, then we play you in the second round of the playoffs if we.
Well, no, because if we're the 7th seed, we'd be going to Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, okay. So I gotta hope. Well, I don't really want to hope for you to win in the playoffs either. So I don't know. Well, I'll let the chips fall where they may, but I don't really want to play you for a third time.
Yeah, I will just say third matchups and divisional opponents are totally unpredictable, and usually teams do not win 3 games against one team in 1 year.
So you're predicting a first-round win over the 49ers. Great. Congratulations on your victory. Unbelievable. I hate my life.
That is not going to happen. But.
Okay, sure.
All right, AFC side of things, got Buffalo taking the 1 seed, Kansas City at the 2 seed, Cincinnati at the 3 seed. I still say Tennessee is going to win the division. It would be cool if Jags can take it, but I still got Tennessee winning that. Then I got Miami at the 5th seed, Baltimore at the 6th seed, and then the Chargers at the 7th seed.
Nice, yeah. I think
which we would have, that's actually interesting because if that happens, we'd have two situations there where division team are playing each other the third time because we'd have Chargers, Chiefs, and then Seahawks, Niners, both of which
weird.
Were sweeps. So that would be interesting.
Yes, it would.
All right. Well, yeah, that's what we got for this week. How's the weather going over there?
I'm currently actually in my car on break at work doing this, and it is. Well, it's -8 outside, but the wind chill makes it feel like -18. But it's pretty toasty in here. Not a big deal.
Yeah, so thought and prayer out there to all Nebraskans out there. So
yeah, it's great. It's just I love living here. The only things we don't have to worry about are earthquakes and hurricanes. Everything else is always around, and you just have to hate your life when severe weather happens.
Hey, at least you got corn.
Yeah, we got corn, so I guess that's good. I don't know. I don't even really eat it that often, so whatever.
How's Nebraska ball doing?
I don't know. We're okay. We're not as bad as people thought we were going to be, but we're not as good as I wish we could be, especially after we beat Creighton and almost beat the number 1 team in the nation, Purdue. We took them to overtime. I think we're 1-1 since that game, or maybe 2-2. I don't know. We play Iowa next week because our next game, I believe, on Thursday. We have a little time off, so hopefully we can get off the schneid and get a Big Ten win because we're currently 0-2 in the conference. So that would be a game that we kind of need to win to get back on the horse, I guess, so to speak.
All right.
I've been watching Yellowstone, so get back on the horse is what I'm saying.
All right.
Yeah.
Any big signings for Nebraska football?
No, but it's been really solid. We were with the Scott Frost era, the recruiting class when he was fired was shaping up to be one of our lowest rated recruiting classes ever since they started doing these rankings. And man, Matt Rule has came in as his day 25 right now. He's been here for 25 days, and we're bordering on a top 35 or top 25 to 35 class right now. He's been doing work since he got here. It's honestly pretty crazy. He's gotten a lot of 4-stars that we didn't really think we were going to get, or that just came out of nowhere. And some of the transfers have been really big too. And our starting quarterback, Casey Thompson, has announced that he's coming back next year. So I don't know.
Aaron Rodgers, right? Aaron Rodgers 2.0.
Aaron Rodgers 2.0 is coming back next year. I cannot wait. So let's go.
All right. Yeah, the Huskies just had a really big signing yesterday. Caleb Presley, local kid from out here, 4-star DB, flipped hit from his commitment
from Oregon.
Yeah, flipped from Oregon to UW.
Nice.
Is actually he's drawing comparisons to Buda Baker, and Buda Baker did the same exact thing when he signed. He originally committed to Oregon and he flipped to Washington. So another local kid doing that.
Good.
So that big time signing that already adds to. I think the Huskies already had a top 25, top 30 class coming in next year. So Huskies are they're looking primed to just take off even more next year. With Penix coming back, a lot of other guys come back, because a lot of them are kind of having that, that feeling of unfinished business. And honestly, they did feel a little disrespected too with, kind of the rankings and things that happened this year, winning 10 games and only being in the Alamo Bowl. So I think the Huskies are going to have a chip on their shoulder next year, and they've got a lot of guys come back and big class coming in. So Huskies going to be pretty dang good next year. So.
Yeah, I'm not going to adopt them as my second team or anything, but I do like the Penix, so I will be keeping an eye on them next season.
Yeah, you'll get to see the Penix in the playoff, I'm sure. So.
Tom does not think so, though.
Tom roots for another team in Washington, so it makes sense. So.
So does your wife.
Yeah, is what it is.
And apparently your dog likes the Oregon Ducks because that's his favorite toy. So
no, he rips it. Well, no, we've gone through two. I had to get a brand new, like one of those more sturdy duck toys because he ripped through the two other ones. So he doesn't like ducks. He ripped them up. So
okay, whatever you say. You tell yourself whatever you got to tell yourself.
Jack is smarter than that. So. All right. Well, yeah. Anything else got for this week?
No. Not much. I suppose I should go back to quoting insurance here, though.
Yeah, go do that. I'm sure.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm sure you need all that insurance out there in Nebraska, especially in these temperatures and this weather.
Yeah. Oh God, it's just awesome. Actually, we turned the phones off today. Technically, we didn't have to come in if we didn't want to, but I did anyway because I'm far behind, and we have like 50% of the office showed up, and the phones are not on, so I've been getting a lot of stuff done.
All right. Sounds like a good episode of The Office kind of day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have some Office Olympics.
It's just as entertaining as that showed, let me tell you.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to you and your wife and your family out there. So hope you have a good one.
Yes, you too. You, Carrie, and Jack.
Yep. And then Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone out there. Hope you all have a good weekend. And congratulations on all your victories. I'm sure you're going to pull away even more this weekend. Gave me a false sense of hope, with this little comeback here, but it's all going to just go to the wayside here. And I'm sure my fantasy teams are all going to lose this week as well. I'll be out. Granted, all the kind of seasons I had, but I'm sure they're all going to lose this week. So, yeah. It is what it is. Congratulations.
Yeah, we all know what's going to happen, and you're now you're going to be, first of all, you keep adding new games and new point systems to claw back in. You try to take points away from me. Your fantasy team is the best in the league, so everything's going to work out. And you predicted a first-round victory over the 49ers in the playoffs. So I don't know what you're talking about. Everything seems like it's coming up very positive roses for you right now.
No, not even close.
Oh, okay.
It's what it is, as we say.
I heard it all.
And on that note, thank you for watching. Please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and Seahawks Nation, let's limp to the playoffs.